So friends, my name is Vina, aka VinaLaMoca, and I'm back after not uploading for a week due to a medical issue, so apologies. For those who don't know me, I'm an OG simmer, and for the context of this video, I feel that's important since we get a nice throwback. The Sims community is big, beautiful, and diverse, with over 70 million players. We all like different things and play differently, and these kits are testimonies to that, though I do wish we got a new stuff pack. 2021 was the year we received our last stuff pack, which was one of my personal favorites, the paranormal stuff pack. It's where we got haunted lot traits, seances, and cute water spirits. The reason I'm bringing up the paranormal stuff pack is because I feel as though the basement's treasure kit could be a good companion for that stuff pack if you're into the haunted aesthetic. And the kit could also go nicely with the werewolves gameplay pack that was released back in 2022. Even pieces from City Living can be blended into these kits. At least that's my personal opinion. I love things that are crusted, busted, and dusted. I'm not a big fan of gardening, but I do love the gameplay and the storytelling that can come along with it. In this build, I tried to use all the new items from the 2 new kits. However, there was just one item that just didn't work out. I'm sorry. In this build, I am very indecisive, but that is because I'm still new to building. The last time I built was in The Sims 2. Back in The Sims 1, when I was building, my houses never had roofs in the top stories. They never had walls or a roof. So imagine that. It was a travesty. And I don't want to go back to that. I'm sorry. So this is a little trust process going with the little nice industrial cottage that's haunted. I love the decals that we got for the floor, but they were so hard to have them show up. I had to layer that on, and it was almost sickening of how much it had to go on, especially with the wall decals. I had to layer some of the specs on. Like, I like the way you can see the plaster and the brick, but I just want more dust. And that's one of the things that was the downfall of this kit. And I don't mean in a busted dust kit kind of way. I meant in a more werewolves and vampires kind of way, because those wall and floor decals we got in those packs, chef's kiss amazing. However, that was just a small missed opportunity on the Sims team. There was a bigger missed opportunity that I'll get into later, because it feels like a freaking crime against the Sims community. It really does. I find a lot of these vintage items to be cute, and I'm pretty well pleased with them. The one thing I'm not pleased with is that EA has decided to kill off the landline altogether, when landlines still exist in the real world. My boomer uncle has a landline, so does my grandparents. So it just doesn't make sense to me. And I understand it's busted, but it could still work. The busted TV and lamp does work. The basement treasures kit is just another clutter kit, which is fine and dandy, but there was a huge missed opportunity with the iconic heart bed. We buy her for 3,000 simoleons, and we can't even fix her. Like in the Growing Together expansion pack, they gave us a treehouse we could build up, but we can't even fix a bed, which to me is bananas, because that could be a good bonding experience. And we could have gotten maybe like little trinkets that we could have repaired with the kid Sims, but I don't know. That is just going beyond what kits are meant to be, and I get that, but the heart bed, we've been wanting her for a long time. They give it to us broken, and modders come save today so we can have her whole again. But not everyone wants to use mods. Personally, I don't really like using mods because I have to take them out every time there is an update. They have to wait until there's a patch for the update, because the updates usually break the game. I am lucky that the updates have not broken my game recently, but I do believe that's just because my computer is beast. But not everyone has the money and funds to buy a gaming computer like this, and especially for people on console, they're being left out. They have to deal with all this stuff and not have the cool CC and mods, and y'all couldn't just throw everyone a bone, EA? This will come as no surprise if you follow me on other platforms, but I am not a minimalist in any form of my life. I own all the DLC for The Sims 4, and it is a struggle when building or creating Sims when it comes to limiting on what content to use. For this build, I did a pretty good job with limiting myself. I only used content from City Living, Werewolves, and Paranormal Stuff Pack besides the Basement Treasures Kit and the Greenhouse Haven Kit. I only wanted to use 2 packs, but City Living has the used appliances, which was perfect for this build. I feel like it works out since it is one of the more popular expansion packs. For me, this build proves that if I have a set goal and vision in mind, I can complete that goal and vision to my liking. This is not the best build in the world, but it is not the worst build. And I did play test it, so I know everything works, or it should work in theory, because I did use the cheat bb.moveobjects. So if it's not, but you'll probably get a pop-up if you download off the gallery. But yeah, I also did not know what to do with the disassembled heart bed, because I don't have a basement in this build, because I thought it was too small and I didn't want to just make a basement for the sake of the pack, because I don't really know how to make basements. I tried and I need to watch a few tutorials on it, but I just decided to put it in the bedroom as is. A little creepy, but you know, it still gives a little romantic moodlet, so why not? I also decided to go with a flat roof because I wanted it more of an industrial look, and also because I struggled with putting a roof on this haunted cottage. Like, I don't know what it is about roofing, but I'm just having a hard time with it. And the house I did for the legacy challenge, I did pretty well. I only did a little part that was a flat roof, but yeah, I tried to make an actual roof on this, but it just turned out to be flat. And so I was like, okay, let's go with it. It's gonna be a little different, but being different is not bad. It'll just stand out. It'll be creepy, still haunted, and be like, ooh, what was this building before it was a cottage? Why is it haunted? It gives mysterious vibes, and we're here for it. When it comes to lighting, I had to really think about what I wanted to use in my legacy house. That video is going to be out in a few days. I used like the cheapest lighting option in that build. This one, I wanted to have more of a character, so I was like looking through all the different lightings from the different packs, the base game, and I just feel like it had to have personality. And the bedroom is my favorite, just because of the lights from the Paranormal Stuff Pack. My second favorite room besides the greenhouse, because it has a little special things for the hauntedness, is the bathroom, because it gets a little real and rustic in there. And by real, I mean raw. It is a raw bathroom, basic, bare bones, with a story to tell of its own. I wish we could have like the body outline that is in that one apartment in City Living. You know that apartment, the 131321 Chic Street apartment. I looked everywhere to see if I could find it in the debug section. I looked online and no, I couldn't get it, and I was a little bummed because I want the body outline. There's probably a mod for it, but then again, I don't want to have to download mods for a while because I'm waiting for the tooth issue to be fixed with growing together, but who knows if that'll ever be fixed. Looking back at this footage, I think I may have went a little overboard with the dust, just a little bit, but like I said, I'm not a minimalist in any form of my life, and why would I not bring my same maximum energy to this build? That would not be authentic at all. The 2 chairs on top of each other that are a side table might be my favorite piece of furniture besides the couch in this kit. Maybe it is because I've worked at restaurants in the past, but every time I saw 2 chairs stuck together like that, I always want to put something on top of it, and thank you EA for giving me the ability to do so in the game so I don't break anything IRL. I just realized I was saying dust when I meant to say stains, but in my defense, they are very hard to see and it kind of does look like dust. There is little to no difference between it. So, my bad. I know someone's gonna say, Vina, you know, the dust can build up and you can vacuum it away. You can't vacuum stains away. But I mean in an aesthetic form, not a practical form. And also with dust, you can get little dust bunnies that get you little treasures. I'll be honest with y'all, I forgot busted dust even existed. And when I saw we got stains on this, I was like, yes. So when I saw the stains, put it down, it looked like dust to me. So my mind went from stains to dust. So that's where my mind is. Literally an honest mistake. What is a kit or an expansion pack that you have forgotten about in The Sims 4? Because there is so much DLC for this game, and there are so many moments and features that I feel like can be easily forgotten with everything that is being hyped up, especially by the Sims team. Leave your favorite forgotten DLC in the comments down below. It blows my mind how I can filter between the expansion packs and gameplay packs when I want a specific item, but I cannot filter between the kits, and we now have more kits than any other form of DLC in The Sims 4. Maybe that's just me though. I just like to be a little organized because I need some order, especially when I'm going through a new DLC pack, a kit, whatever. It's just one of those extra things that just makes the gaming experience better, and hopefully that is implemented soon. I thought I was being a little inflammatory when I said we have more kits than any other packs in The Sims 4, but I went and actually counted. We have 21 kits, 13 expansion packs, and 12 gameplay packs, and 18 stuff packs. So to me, it looks official that kits have replaced the stuff packs. I don't think EA is going to come out and say it, but this is just my opinion based on everything that we have seen, and we haven't had a stuff pack since 2021. But who can blame EA? It's all in the name of capitalism. Kits are probably easier to churn out than stuff packs and expansion packs and gameplay packs, and when you're all about the money, you gotta make it rain. I just wish there weren't as many game-breaking glitches as there has been in the last few years, because I don't know, maybe I have a bad memory, but I don't remember The Sims 4 having this many issues when it first released. Yeah, but I know it was kind of bare bones though. The game was very bare bones, but maybe I'm misremembering. I don't want this to come off as I hate The Sims 4 or I hate EA, because I don't hate anyone. I don't have time for that kind of energy in my life. Because if I really hated the game or EA, why would I spend over $1,000 on everything, or even get some of these packs gifted to me? That makes no sense whatsoever. I'm just a Simmer who wants to see her favorite franchise thrive. I've been playing The Sims for a long time. I think I started when I was 9. And ever since day one of newbies, I've been hooked, and I've been hooked since, and I do not regret it at all. I remember being devastated that I could not play The Sims 2 because my PC at the time did not have the capability, so I was playing The Sims 1 for the longest time. Do I regret it? No, because I had no choice but to play, because I had no idea what PC specs were. I barely knew what RAM was at. But I digress. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm not big into gardening with my Sims. I like to keep my Sims indoors, but I do like the ability to do the storylines and story progression through gardening, and I want to do that more. And I'm kind of glad that this greenhouse haven kit came out, because it will give me that extra push to do so. And let me tell you, it took every ounce of my fiber not to add Patchy from Seasons in this. I was like, no, Vina, we have too many DLC in this build already. We don't need to add one more. But I wish I did, but I controlled myself. The one thing I'm not too sure about with the whole greenhouse haven kit is the gable, because I don't know any greenhouses that have a solid point like that on the roof. Maybe some do. And also the fan, I found that very difficult to use with the gable, so I decided not to use it at all. Then we have the flower arranging table that is not functional, but now there is a mod to make it functional, which I don't really understand why it wasn't functional to begin with. You think it would be, since it is all about the greenhouses. I don't know. Again, another missed opportunity, but maybe that's just something that kids are not meant to do, and that we're misunderstanding because EA wasn't that direct with us in the beginning, since, you know, they say it wouldn't replace stuff packs, but they kind of have. And if they're going to have an item that should be functional, then they need to make it into a stuff pack or just do an update later down the line and add that in. But I feel like if they just add it in down the line without saying anything, it will be like gaslighting the players, because they'll be like, whoa, when did this start to work? Then they'll be like, it always did work, or just not speak on it at all. As players, we kind of have to accept that we're not going to be privy to that knowledge that EA has, because we're not in their corporate offices. But it'd be nice if they kept us more updated with everything that is going on with the game, especially since a lot of us spend a lot of money on this form of entertainment. I know someone's going to probably say, Vina, the Busted Us kit was a functional kit, but yeah, it came out broken as all heck, and I don't think EA wants to go into that oh no phase again and everyone being in a tizzy. And rightfully so, though. By rightfully so, I mean the players, because that brings this build together full circle is the greenhouse, because in the greenhouse there is a seance table along with planters. Because why not? Their lot is haunted, and if the Sims don't want the spirits, they need to get rid of them. So let's just have it there, be prepared, and just enjoy the show. I also decided not to add any foliage or plants, because you have to plant and grow it yourself. Because duh, in the world of DIYs, grow it yourself. DIY, haha. Hope y'all find that clever. If you don't, too bad, I do. And by some chance, if you made it this far into the video, I do appreciate you, and you are a trooper and a real one. Sometimes we need to step out of our comfort zones to have more of a creative experience. And you also can't get better at something if you don't do it. Because there's been a few times where I wanted a build and I couldn't find it, and I didn't think I could build it myself. But now I'll just like, let's just give it a go. Because why not? These buildings are just shapes, and you just gotta break it down and go from there. During the play testing portion of this build, I decided to go back and tweak some things, because for a crusted, busted, and dusted house, it looked too neat to me. I took away some curtains, I took away some stains. I wanted a more coherent look that was also carefree. I was debating if I should keep the secret agent door or not, because it looked too neat, but I kind of liked it because it gave it more of a mysterious look. Because if I'm being honest, the mysterious vibes save this house, period. No one is going to see this house and think it has everything it needs. I'm not a builder, but I am proud of this house. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you want to get this house for whatever reason, it is on the gallery. My gallery ID is sailorvina. And until next time, dag. Not gonna lie, speed builds are intimidating, but they are so much fun, and I'm glad I did it, and I hope to do more in the future.